like she's making fun of me.
But if she's serving tacos and watermelon in between her legs in a red nightie, there's no fun to be made. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a gift.
Yeah, but I had just gotten home.
See?
It was one of those days that I had a 16-hour day.
Right?
You know, so I was coming home. I really didn't feel like it. I had a lot of trouble. I had just lost a big account, and I really
You just weren't feeling it.
No.
Another time, so I'm a very creative person. So, you know, I'm trying to come up with, you know, sexy things, you know, in the marriage to, you know, keep going.
Keep it spicy.
So I put this on. This is the first half. And no, he's coming home. First of all, he's 2 hours late coming home. So I'm posing on the couch and I'm practicing. I have my mirror out and I'm like, oh, this looks good, and this angle, and you know what I mean? So just so it's perfect, the lighting's perfect, and you know,
were having fun all by yourself.
Yes, I did, because I
didn't need him to come home.
Because I have to. That's all I got is me. So, and then these on the bottom.
Oh my.
And you know, these aren't cheap, but it's besides the point.
They woo, how much did they cost?
Well,
it's like 10 cents worth of material.
That's well, it's not even that. Down at the district. These cost like, you know, they're just $40 just for the bottles.
Wow.
But, you know, the rhinestone
you
thing.
You got taken, but okay.
I love the bling. So he comes through the door again, and the first thing he asked me is, where is the remote? I mean...
I was a little bit upset because I can see that she's buying all those things that they're pretty expensive, and right now we really don't have the money.
I make my own money.
So far, you're coming up a little light, Mr. Alvarado, on the responses here. I'm going to give it. Let me actually stop Ms. Miller and give you an opportunity to tell me what you think has gone wrong in the marriage.
Well, I'm here because I want a divorce because she's too flirtatious. Wants to show off her boobs all the time. Well, it bothers me because, you know, I'm not that type of guy. That's not the kind of woman. When I first met her, she wasn't like that. You know, she weighed about 110
when you first
pounds.
met her? What was she like?
She was really loving. She took care of herself. Let me just tell you what happens on Saturday, okay? She wears this to wash the car, okay?
I wear booty shorts over top of it.
Who in their right mind wears this to wash the car?
Since we were married, I wore a bikini to wash her car. It's 102 degrees. It's 102 degrees where we live to wash a car. And I wear booty shorts over top of that.
Our neighbors know that she washes a car on Saturday, so they cruise right down our street.
To watch her wash the car.
Yes. Okay.
And I know that.
We went to Hawaii about 6 months ago. Okay. You know they have a gym
like a whole store in his pocket.
Yeah. They have a gym.
I'm telling you.
They had a gym at the hotel where we stood, and this is what she was wearing.
I wear this over my bathing suit.
Picking up her legs and doing, you know, pumping her feet and.
Drama. I work out like every day.
Does.
For me, mostly. But,
she gained about 30 pounds.
For him to be proud of me.
30 pounds of muscle?
Yeah, because she used to weigh about, she weighed about 105.
You gained 30 pounds of muscle? Let me see your arms.
They're bigger than mine.
No, okay, would you rather have your arms like flat?
Oh, Mama got guns.
Yeah, she does. She says, I'm going to beat you up. You know, we get in a fight and right away she wants to beat me up.
Okay.
How long did it take you to get that bulked up?
I used to compete for 15 years.
Oh, did you
and
really?
So then I, you know, turned it into
bodybuilder?
Yes.
Competitions?
Yes.
Well, you knew she was a bodybuilder, right?
But she was 105 pounds, Judge. Look at her now.
I was 105 pounds when I was 12 years old.
No.
Yeah, but they already wear those little, when you marry a bodybuilder, you know that they're real okay with a little bit of clothes and a whole lot of skin, because that's what they do.
Your Honor, around me, she was never like that. She never wore this thing, okay? She was not like that.
And what attracted you? What was I wearing the first time we met?
When divorce court continues, will Tanya admit to being obsessed with sex? Divorce court is back with the case of Tanya Miller, who is suing her husband for the $7,000 she says she spent remodeling his office. But first, Judge Lynn continues to hear why this couple is divorcing.
The real problem here is that she wants sex all the time. She says I don't pay no attention to her.
Prime.
She wants sex all the time.
I'm in my
she
prime.
wakes me up 3 times a night.
When you say all the time, how often is that?
Every day, 3 times a day she wants it,
3 times a day, drunk.
Yes.
Maybe 2.
No, we go over my grandma.
But, I mean, I'm not going to beg.
We go to my grandmother's house and she wants to have sex. My grandmother has like a 1-bedroom house and she wants to go have sex in her bedroom.
We're married. We couldn't
You
go
don't
there
want
before
to, you weren't going to
Not
have
in front
sex
of
at
Grandma.
Granny's, were
She
you?
Not in
was.
Granny's
She
room.
was. She's all...
No, it was... We had our own room. It was 2 in the morning. Granny would sleep. I mean, we were like on vacation.
You know, that's when the old people are
I
up.
wasn't asking like on her couch or outside her door. I mean...
You say Mr. Alvarado was obsessed with his car. Explain that to me.
Oh, my God. I asked to drive it one day because
Right.
I was in the shop. He made me go to the track and take a weekend driving course and get a certificate before I could drive his car. Which, you know, I
You
look
should
back
see
now,
her
it was
car.
a great
She
experience.
doesn't know how to drive.
Hang on.
It's a
Has
great
dents all over.
experience, and yeah, I mean, it's a high-performance car, and you know, doing a $150 with 5 other cars around you teaches you really how to handle it. But I have a sports car too, but I just, you know, that's how. And he goes out with his clipboard, and he'll walk around the car before I get in it, you know, just like the driver's test thing. And when I come home, he tries to be nonchalant a little bit. He'll like hug me, and I can just see him looking. And he just strolls around the car.
Are
like,
you worried
looking for-
about
I
him
mean,
messing up the car?
Yes, absolutely. You should see she has dents all over. It's like everywhere she goes, she hits her car.
No, I don't.
Yes,
You have a lot of
do.
accidents, a lot of
Oh,
fender
my God,
benders.
you
I
should
and
see
have
it.
one, and
I
a
should've
truck
brought a
backed
picture.
into me, and he left the scene. That's it.
That was her fault.
I don't believe in like
That was
doing
her
my
fault.
toothbrush on the motor. I
You
mean,
say your
buffing
wife-
out the heads on the motor thing. I mean, that's you could eat off his motor. No joke.
And she does sometimes.
Well, let's not go there.
Yeah.
You say she's a cougar.
Yes, she is.
Do you flirt with the young guy?
Oh, yeah, you bet. Absolutely. Because you know what? Because if you don't get what you need at home, hypothetically, you will go to the neighbor's house after a while.
You see, Your Honor?
I mean, you know, hypothetically. That's just, you know, in how I'm trying to say that you can only try for
You're
so
not
many
saying you're
times.
going over to the neighbor.
No, I'm definitely not going to the neighbor's house, so don't even start there. But,
Your Honor,
yeah,
I
if you
got
don't
home
go
one
what
day.
you need after so many times of rejection, it's like you will eventually. And
Well,
then
you're
my
not-
assistant.
Are you stepping out on him?
No, but my assistant is this
Your
fine
Honor, I went home
25-year-old,
one
but
day.
he works hard. I mean, he really does.
Mm-hmm.
He's not just a piece to look at, but he is a pleasure to look at all day long. But he works hard. I mean, he really does. And he notices everything about me, every detail.
Well, who wouldn't? Look at her.
Oh, who wouldn't?
Come on. Who's
My
not going to
husband
notice
wouldn't.
it?
My
Mr.
husband wouldn't.
Alvarado, let me ask you this. Do you think that with a little here and a little there, you don't have to do a whole lot, she would get the attention that she is apparently screaming for?
Well,
I don't want to let her loose in public.
well, the
I
thing,
want you to keep her.
well, the thing that bothers me is I go home one day and I walk in the house and there's her assistant and her in my bedroom or our bedroom. Why are they in the
Doing
bedroom?
what?
She says, we had to get some paperwork. Paperwork? We have an office for that. We have an office at the house, and
Well,
she
what
has
were they
her
doing
office.
in there? Were they in a
I don't know.
compromising
You know what?
position? Did they have their clothes on? Were they clothes?
They had
too
their clothes on.
close?
They had their clothes on, but they said, she said they had to get some paperwork. You know what? I have never seen any paperwork in our bedroom. And then the next day, so I said, okay, well, I was thinking to myself, maybe I am, jumping the gun here. So I was going to take her lunch the next day. I go to her office, and her assistant is shirtless. What is he doing with no shirt
It's
in the
summertime.
office?
He's moving stuff for me, and it's 100 degrees inside the shop.
But you were enjoying the scenery,
Oh, yeah,
weren't
yes,
you?
I was. Oh, yeah.
When divorce court continues, how will Tanya explain her actions?
I caught her and my best friend kissing on the couch. And the worst thing is that my best friend is a girl. The thing that just did it for me, I think, is when I caught her and my best friend kissing on the couch.
Is that the final straw? Is
That was the
what-
final straw for me.
It was a
Why don't you
friendly
tell me what
thing.
happened?
Myself, Tanya, my best friend, we were supposed to go out for some drinks.
Right.
And I couldn't make it, so I told him, just go ahead. You guys go ahead and go have some drinks. And I'll try to meet you. I'll try to meet you guys later. I got off of my duties I had to do, so I went to my friend's house. And I walk in, and what do I see? Her and my best friend, they're just kissing and hugging
We were
and
not
rubbing all
rubbing all-
over.
we were not rubbing all over.
And the worst thing is that my best friend is a girl. And I'm not that type of guy.
But they're two hot blondes right in front of you. I mean, I didn't think it'd be that big a deal, but he walked out and pouted like a little 6-year-old. You know what I mean? It's like, what man would...
What you people got going on? You know, when you get married, that's what? What was your final straw, Ms. Miller?
My final straw was I tried one last time to make an effort to do this creative thing. We have a beautiful big bathtub, you know, jacuzzi tub in our bathroom, and from the front door I set a row of candles, a pathway, and I put notes at every like little stopping point of what to do. Like walk in, take your jacket off at this point, take this off.
I get it.
And got the bubbles, everything going, the candles, and what's he do? He walks in, sits down, and it's like, I had a really, you know, screwed up day and wanted.
I worked all day.
He wasn't supposed to talk. He wasn't supposed to have clothes on. He wasn't supposed to even sit down first. You know what I mean? And it's like he looked just right through me, like, yeah, what a day I had.
Your response, Mr. Alvarado?
Okay, I did that. I did it. In my defense.
Can I state your case for you?
Yeah, could you please?
Yeah, I will. I'd be more than happy to. Sometimes it's not all about you, Mrs. Miller.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes when a guy gets off work and has had a bad day, he's tired and he's not home, ready to rev up the engine and drive you all over the house. So you have to be cognizant and aware that he has needs as well, and you're so focused on satisfying your needs that you fail to see what he's dealing with on his end. Did I get that right?
Yes, you did.
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn rules. But first, the judge gives a rule on life to Tanya.
Sometimes you have to find out what he thinks is attractive and sexy. Just because you read it in Cosmo or Playboy don't mean it worked for everybody. Tell me about the $7,000 for redecorating his office.
I'm an interior decorator.
Oh, okay.
And so I did the whole makeover on his office, and he was my husband, don't get me wrong, and I used my money from the account and my business, you know, part, and it just...
Did he ask you to do it? Did he hire you?
I guess he hired me, or I don't want to say he asked me. I kind of volunteered it because it needed it.
Well, let me ask you this, Mr. Alvarado. Did she do a good job?
Yeah, she did a great job. But I didn't think she was going to charge me. I know she's saying that.
Do you have pictures of what you did?
I did submit it, so before and after.
Okay, that's before I take it.
Uh-huh. And it's after.
That's a nice job. That's a good office.
It's a comfortable, warm office. You know?
It looks very nice. I do like it.
It's a gorgeous office.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Did you tell her you were going to pay her?
Never. I thought she was my wife, you know.
Did you pay for the materials?
No.
Out of our account?
No.
Because she was doing it out of your household account.
Right. Yeah.
I got you.
So, I felt like she was doing it just because she loved me, not because she wanted to charge me. And she knows times are tough.
Yeah,
you know, she knows I'm not making as much money as I used to, so she should understand because she's my wife.
I think you two ought to go home together and work something out. Because I don't hear divorceable here. I hear a little self-centered over here. I hear a little tired over there. Sometimes you have to find out what he thinks is attractive and sexy. Just because you read it in Cosmo or Playboy don't mean it worked for everybody. Maybe he's, cerebral and intellectual, and you have to connect with him on a mind thing. Whatever's going on, you need to work something out because he's a good guy, and not everybody can keep up with you. So you found a guy who's willing to work with you. You need to work with him.
Sure.
Mr. Alvarado, I don't think she's such a bad sort. You know what I mean? Learn to enjoy what she has to offer, because there's a lot of men that come in here begging for it, can't get any. Do you know what I mean? If the two of you do decide to part and you want to determine whether or not you should be paid the $7,000, I will respond in the negative. There will be no recovery before the following reasons. You're his wife. He didn't hire you. The room was tacky. You're his wife. That's what you should have done. There was no contract. You were doing the right thing. Enjoy your office. Keep her. You tone it down. Keep him. Good luck to you. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Here's your junk.
Give me that. I don't
Okay.
even know where
Yeah,
you
you
got
don't
it
need
from.
that.
We're not
Here,
going
here
to
you
find
go.
it
One more.
for next
Okay?
Saturday.
There you go for next.
Yeah.
Thank God you're not my problem anymore.
Oh, so does that mean you don't want to listen to the judge? And
No, I don't want to listen to it. No.
Because it's funny
No.
how you could handle it from the start. What happened to you? You're younger
I'm
than
done.
me.
This is
Okay,
it.
fine.